How are you?
Well, it's a difficult question, these times.
Yeah,
But kind of okay.
you're as okay, I think, as you can be
Yeah.
right now. I know it's such a difficult time for you, Alona. Thank you so much for coming on to doing the live with me to speak about your family and the devastation happening in Ukraine.
Yeah.
I really wanted, to continue the conversation so that people are still aware of how much is going on in Ukraine, and amongst two fellow artists, and the impact to everyone's lives and their families' lives. And how is your situation with your family right now in Ukraine?
Well, speaking about my family, I lived in Kharkiv last a year and a half, maybe a bit more, and then, well, I left Kharkiv because I got, this very strong feeling, like, I don't know, my intuition told me, like, just go. And so it was not rational, it was more emotional, but I just knew I need to go from there, take my son and pack everything. And so that's what I've done, basically. And I took a bus ticket to Germany, and I took everything, like all our stuff, all our belongings, thinking about that we are not gonna come back, like, ever. So that's what I was thinking, in the basically middle of, oh my God, I'm lost in dates right now, I don't remember days or months, or I'm a bit, And so we took everything. I took everything I could, like, not much, but like, for, I'm okay with clothes and stuff I need for now. And I took it because already there were some problems with the planes, and I didn't want to stuck, because of, I didn't want to, be in a situation when my flight is cancelled. So I took a bus ticket. So it took us 45 hours to drive to Germany. But I'm not complaining, actually. That was, comparing to the situation, like, now, how people are trying to get out of Ukraine. I mean, like, we got like a luxury trip, basically, like, just long one. And we came to Germany 17th of February, so exactly 1 week before the war started. And so we are here, and we will stay here in Germany. So we are okay. I am, like, physically, I'm okay. Me, my son, we are okay. We are in a good place with good people, and like, everything is set and nice. And I work with Americans remotely, so nothing. I didn't lose my job, and so it's, for me, it's a good situation. And my son, he's studying also, online, in online school, so he even continued studying with his Ukrainian school. But sometimes it's difficult because but, well, we started our integration here in Germany because we are planning to stay here. So I'm not complaining. Like, for me, I think it's like the best case scenario that could happen. And but of course, I'm worried about my friends and family and all the people in Ukraine. And when I read this news, I just want to cry. And I don't know, I'm angry and furious, and everything I want is, to go fight and kill people. Maybe that's why I'm here, you know, because staying in Ukraine, I would go fight. That's for sure. And my mom stayed in Kharkiv, so that's something very difficult, because I was trying to convince her and ask her to leave and to go to some other places, but she refused. She said, you know, she is very strong in her position. In like, she made a statement like, "This is our country, this is our home, this is our town. We are not gonna leave it, like, never. So we are stay here. We will gonna stay here." And like, I'm like, "Yeah, mom, but this is dangerous, you know, and you know, my hometown is just bombing like every day, every hour, every minute." And she was like, "Well, we took a decision." She and her husband, my mom's husband, they are in Kharkiv. And she said, "No, we made our decision, so we will stay here. You know, as long as we, you know, if we leave one day or 1 week or 1 month, that's okay for us." So they kind of took this situation, they took this decision, and no way I can change their mind to leave the city and everything. And they are in the flat in a big building, and it's like 50 kilometers from Russian border, so it's like, so it's, you know, very shitty location, like the shittiest one. And it's on the hill, and it's like open, like, you know, 180 degrees, so they like a perfect target for bombing. So yeah, so I'm safe, but every moment I'm waiting for some horrible news. So it's challenging. I would say it is challenging. So
Yeah.
and I'm checking on my friends, of course, and people who stayed in Kharkiv and Kiev, like, and I'm trying to, you know, to manage my life and my, I don't know, my things here, and also to give attention to my kid, because he also frustrated. And but for him it's more like something, you know, it's like a movie. I think for him, I don't think he now can understand the situation like fully. And from one point, I don't want to push this shit on him, because, well, why would I break his mind on purpose? But, you know, on the other hand, I'm trying to give him some information and to make him understand, like, what is going on. So this is what happening with me right now.
It's a lot, Alona, and again, I'm so sorry that you haven't been able to, that your mother is still in Kharkiv, that her husband is still there with her in Kharkiv. I can't imagine what that feels like for you right now, waiting to hear every single day if something has happened to them. We know that it has been devastating in Kharkiv. And
In fire, it's like, you know, I mean, and my neighborhood is more or less okay-ish, like, for now. But like, for example, 2 days ago they bombed a market next to my mom's house. Today they bombed a house also in my neighborhood. So it's like, I see this news, and then, you know, I fight with my panic attack, like, because I'm afraid to call my mom, because I'm afraid that she's never gonna answer. But then, of course, I call and speak and I talk to her and everything. But it's really, it's crazy, everything what is happening right now. It's just,
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, and with all of your friends, do you have a lot of friends that are still in different cities that are still waiting it out, or have a lot of your friends been able to leave, or have they, what decisions have they made?
Well, it's both. So, I mean, some of them stayed in Kharkiv and in Kyiv, like, because I lived in Kyiv also for 5 years, so it's like also my hometown as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not even speaking about all the other cities in Ukraine, because Mariupol and all the other cities. I mean, it's just horrible. And so for me, I think, of course, I think about cities where I have the most connections, like Kharkiv and Kiev, and some of my friends stayed in Ukraine, like on purpose. They made this decision, yeah. And well, so I'm trying to check on them like every day, like, okay, so what is going on and what's up, and are you still alive? And some of my friends, they managed to go out, but girls, yeah, because boys, they have to stay in Ukraine. They cannot go out. And even the father of my son, he also have to stay in Ukraine, because he's a guy, and it's a like a military, like it's a war, so they are not allowed to leave Ukraine. And oh, well, after, I think I was in shock. Like, first week, I was just trying to deal with this shit and just trying to be okay-ish, I don't know, alive, and trying to somehow handle this. And that was difficult. I think for me, this first week was the most difficult. And then when I kind of managed more or less my emotional state, I thought, okay, but you are safe right now, you are okay, you still have work and you can be useful, you can help people.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, Alona, like, go and deal with it and do something about it. And I felt like I have no right to to feel, to go on my, I don't know, depression or state like this. Because people are dying there, people are fighting, people are, sitting in shelters and in such a horrible, unbelievable like conditions, and like, you're fine. I mean, like, you are okay. So I started to organize help for my friends, and not only friends, for people I know who decided to go to Europe,
Mm-hmm.
because I have like quite a lot of friends in Europe, and I started to make connections, so people from Ukraine could stay and have an accommodation in Europe. And I started to make this, this work to connect people, to gather some information where they should go and where they could call and everything.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I was doing, and still doing, and will continue with this as well, because people are coming and coming and coming to Europe.
Yeah.
And well, yeah, and I feel like I have to do something about it, and so that's what I'm doing. And well, yeah.
What would you encourage those that want to help to do? Alona, what do you think is the best thing that people that are in Europe or outside of Europe can do to help if they don't have like a direct connection like me, because I have a direct connection with so many friends and so many circus colleagues and artist friends that are from Ukraine. So I have a very strong connection to Ukraine. But for those that are just watching, we know this is going to go on for a long time. A long time. And it really hurts my heart to say that, because I wonder how much any country can take. And Ukraine is strong, and Ukrainians will fight. Ukrainians will stay. They won't leave, just like your mom, and they can't leave, just like the father of your son. So, what do you think? What is the best? I know it's not just one thing, but I just want more support, and as much support, like ongoing, in any way that you think that it can be. Everyone keeps putting their heads together, money together, resources together. You're helping to get friends and family, and I know colleagues out of Ukraine, and getting them to different places where they're going to be safe. But what do you want to see? What else do you think is important?
Well, it's yeah, it's a good question, and I mean, it's I don't think there is a one simple answer for this. And well, for me, as I see it, is what is very important. Of course, it's information right now, and in my point of view, this could change if people of Russia, and now Belarus, because Belarus joined Russia to attack Ukraine. I think if people of Russia and Belarus will stand against their crazy politicians, this will change everything. But I don't think I cannot see this is happening. I mean, I would like to be wrong here. I would like to be wrong, but I don't hate. Okay, I can tell you about my position. I mean, like, I don't hate Russian, like, all of Russians as a nation. I don't feel hate for them, for all of them. I know there are a lot of smart, intelligent people, and you know, scientists and artists and everything, but there are also a lot of crazy, I don't know, they're like a zombie, you know, they're like, they don't want to think with their own head, so they just took this propaganda shit, and it's just unbelievably crazy. And and these people, they have a mind of slaves, and they will never go against Putin or Lukashenko. And there are more of these people comparing to smart and intelligent people in Russia. So that's the problem. So even me, with what I was trying to do, I was like kind of reaching to this people and telling them messages, and you know, trying to show the real situation in Ukraine, and like, hey, wake up, you know, wake up, open your eyes, like, look what is going on here, it's crazy. And they just don't want to believe, because I think that's a kind of crazy, but that's protection function of their brain. Because if they would think for a second that this is true, if they would believe at least for a second that what is happening is real and it's true, they would just go crazy. They would just go and kill themselves of guilt, and you know, and everything. but they don't want to believe it's true, because then because it means that they also that's their fault as well. So that's how crazy and fucked up the situation in Russia. So they are ready to believe all the crazy things Putin talking in and saying in on public, and Lukashenko, rather than just open their eyes, go and check themselves what is real, what is not, and how come the whole world support right now Ukraine, the whole world, like the whole Europe already, everybody supports Ukraine because truth is on our side. And it's like, okay, I go emotional right now. So the question was, what could help to change the situation? Well, my idea, like even 1 week ago, was that if Russians or Belarusians could go and stand and say something, that could change something.
Yeah.
But now I don't think it's gonna happen. So then we will fight, and then it will be, it will take more time, more death, more destroyed houses and cities and everything. It will be more pain and suffering, but in the end we will win, like, anyway. I don't know how far it will go. I don't know yet about the reaction of European Union, because, well, the news, right? Because now they're already talking about taking us to Europe, Ukraine, and because of this, Putin yesterday put an official list of enemies of Russian Federation, like any country, enemies country, for Russia, and it's like pretty much everybody. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know, and I think nobody can give some, I don't know, advices here. But I think we will win for sure, and
Yeah.
that's my strong belief. And I think what we can do is, like, everybody from where they are now with what they have now, everyone can help. Everyone can do something about it. For example, give some information like what you're doing. Look, you are in America right now and you are talking about the situation. You give information to people and it helps, it helps. So it's a good impact in the situation about Ukraine. So me, from where I am now, I can help people to find a safe spot, to give them information, also to talk about it with more people, and to give them the real picture. And basically, I think what is more important also is to be okay, because when you are not okay, you cannot help.
Yeah. I know. And even still, Alona, it's so difficult. And I'm really grateful for you and that you're in a space where you are able to help and to be of assistance to everybody in your life. I mean, again, not everybody's in that situation, and the people that are doing the best that they can, because, you're such a warrior and you're so amazing, and you're so strong and you're so fierce. And I just really adore you. And I'm really grateful to know you, and I'm inspired by you. And any little bit that anybody can do, I think is important. And we're all more powerful than we think. And I think it's very important for Western voices to continue to be loud and to continue to watch and pay attention. You can give a little bit of your time and a little bit of your attention every single day. It's not as overwhelming because you're not inside of this war. So do what you can if you're on the outside looking in, and find a way to help. And I've been, very inspired seeing everyone come together. People have so many different ideas that they've been doing. They've been setting up GoFundMes. If you would like to donate, I have a GoFundMe link in my bio on Instagram, and you can send money there. It goes directly to artists, to students, to children of the arts that have fled from Ukraine. There's a big circus effort that continues to go. You can contact and go onto Circus Talk. There's an entire Google Doc there that uploads all sorts of information day to day. I will continue to upload and share to my story the new information that I get that's not just relevant to artists and to circus, but just relevant to all Ukrainian citizens and the situation as it changes. I know that the UK, Alona, has opened up more to Ukrainians so that the process is much easier. And I know that Red Cross is doing a new procedure in Kharkiv where they're able to distribute for the elderly and for women and children food, and it takes 1 to 3 days, something that I just got a notice for as well. I know that you probably have so many different, again, connections and things, Alona. So if you're comfortable, people can contact Alona directly if you have different ideas, and if you have different assistance or you have different help for her. She's currently in Germany, but she has family that's still in Ukraine, in Kyiv and in Kharkiv, and she has family there that's under threat of war right now. So this is a day-to-day threat, and I know this is so much. So I have so much compassion for you, Alona, for all of my friends, and then again for our Russian friends and family, because I have so many as well, and I'm heartbroken for the bond, because I don't know what this is going to look like for many years to come, and it makes me so sad because I think that there will be tensions for a very long time. And again, I speak to all of my Russian friends and artists from where you are. If you're in a space where you can speak up, show your support, do what you can. I think we're all looking forward to those governments being overthrown that are keeping people in this chokehold and in this space of restricting their freedoms and cutting them off from the world. And that breaks my heart because I've been with both cultures my entire life from when I was a little girl. And I know the beauty and the love from both. And so I'm very challenged to see the situation happening, and again, not knowing how long it will take for that to ever be peace. And I'm sad because of how the politicians are able to use their power over people that just want to live, that just want to love, that just want to be human, that just want to create art. And they try and destroy this, but the Ukrainian spirit is strong. Your heart and your spirit is so strong, Alona. You're amazing. You're a rebel. By the way, again, Alona is an incredible artist. She does sustainable clothing. She's a designer. She's fabulous. She's amazing. You're amazing, Alona. And again, I'm really grateful that you were able to come and speak with me today. I know it's been a lot, and I know it's been overwhelming, Alona. And I know it's like moment to moment for you and your son, and then your family and your friends. So I hope that they continue to stay safe. And I know that we'll be in contact. But if there's anything that you want to leave us with today, Alona, or if you feel like you've said everything that you needed to say.
Well, I really appreciate this this conversation, and I also very glad that I know you, and I think it is important to speak about these things. So I don't know. I think we should talk about it more, and not only talk, but do something actually about it. and do from where we are and with what we have. And yeah, I hope this war will end as soon as possible. That's what I wish for everybody. So
Yeah.
yeah, if you want to know, I don't know, more information from Ukraine and from Ukrainian people, I don't know, I can contact you also with. I can contact you basically, by the way, with my friend. He's an artist. He worked with Cirque du Soleil, uh, and now he is in Kharkiv, basically in the, like, you know, in the epicenter of all this craziness. So I don't know, if you want, you can actually talk to people from Kharkiv, because also I have a lot of artists, people I know, who stayed there and who are trying to survive. They're just trying to survive, and I know a lot of them, like being in the shelters, they're organizing some activities for kids. They are trying to keep on, I don't know, drawing and doing some, you know, something, you know, just not to go crazy completely because of this. Like, I cannot really, I cannot create right now. I feel like I feel blocked and I don't know. So yeah, so if you want to talk more about this situation, I can also give you some contacts of artists who are actually in Ukraine right now. I think that would be also helpful.
Yes. If they would love to speak to me, I would love to speak to them.
Yeah, sure.
Um, I'm here. I'm a resource in as much as I can, and then I'll put the episode everywhere that I have access to, so that it's not just on the live. And so, if they would like to, absolutely, they have my heart and they have my love. And I'll remind everyone too, if you haven't contacted um, your representatives from your government, please do that, because they need to hear from the citizens, and they need to hear about what the citizens want and how the citizens feel about this situation, and how strongly we feel about this situation, and how much we want peace, and how much we want to help the Ukrainian people, and how much we don't want this destruction, and we don't want more lives to be lost. But again, the truth needs to be there, that this is a war, that families are suffering, people are losing their lives, family and friends, artist friends, are going through a lot of pain right now, and will be going through a lot of pain for a long time, even
Yeah,
those that have been able to get out. And you don't deserve to suffer this pain, and you don't deserve to suffer this depression and this anxiety and this anguish, because it's unfair and it shouldn't exist, but it does. So if you are feeling powerless right now, you have the power to contact your government. If you're in a society where you have your freedoms right now, you have a lot. And it's just because you're lucky. It's not because you're better or anything. It's just because you have luck right now. So stand up for those that are in this space that aren't able to do it for themselves. You have the power to do that, and go beyond just one day. And it's just a little bit of time out of your day. And then right now you have the luxury to go back to your life in a way that our Ukrainian friends and family don't have that luxury, because they're caught in the midst of a war. I hope that this war doesn't continue to spread all over Ukraine. And again, I hope that there's peace sooner rather than later, obviously. Again, I know that these are simple things to say for a very big situation, but at least they're being said. And so we need to, I think, have love be louder than hate. And love will win, and freedom, I believe, will win, and that needs to be louder than the other voices that are trying to distract people and create a situation um, that's counter to that love and to that peace and to that hope and to the strength and to the humanity of people. Because to me, it's about the basic humanity of people, and that's the most important thing. And I hope that, you know, we can all continue to do our part, even if it feels small. We're not small. We can do more than we think. And again, people are creative, and you have so much inside of you that you can do to help others. And I'm seeing that, and I would love to continue to see more of that. And I'm grateful for everyone that's doing what they can also to help their Ukrainian friends and families and colleagues. So thank you again, Alona. I'll let you go. I
Yeah,
send you all of my love.
yeah, maybe I will add some one more thing. I
Mhm.
think that yes, love and peace and humanity is the most important things in our life right now, but it works when it's everything is okay. And when it's war, and when someone came to my country to destroy it, I don't think right now we can speak about love and peace. So I think this is not happening right now. So first we have to fight, and we have to, kick their asses first, and we have to punish someone who's trying to destroy something which is very important for us, our culture, our identity. So I'm not speaking about love right now. I feel a lot of hate, and I feel a lot of anger because my house is ruining. So no way I will talk about love for Russians who are destroying my house. So first I want them to pay for this, like a lot. And then when I feel that it's already paid, only after this I can talk about love and peace and humanity. That's my position, and that's what I think is working right now. And I don't think that if you take all your love and took flowers and go in front of the tank, it will solve the situation. So if the tank are going towards you, you have to destroy the tank. That's it. So that's what is happening right now. No, like, you can use your love and humanity and everything to yourself and to your family and to your country right now, but not to the enemy. With enemy, it's the different and absolutely different conversation. So no way I will talk about brotherhood with Russian people who are trying to kill my city. No fucking way.
I'm so sorry that all of this is happening. And again, that's why it's so heartbreaking, because this is where we're at now. And again, I just want to say also too, Alona, when I say love, I don't just mean like this soft love of that. To me, love is like love in action, in being powerful and stopping and ending this. So it's like this serious, very serious things that need to happen to be able to protect Ukraine. And, just so that you know, not just like this kumbaya type of love. To me, it's like the actions that people need to take that need to be serious to
Yep,
protect
yep.
Ukraine, and the strategic actions that need to be taken to protect Ukraine. That's what I mean by love.
That,
That's what I mean by love. So just to make sure that that's clear.
yep,
That it goes beyond that, because love needs to be fierce, love needs to be loud, and love, even in many situations at this point, means if you have to be willing to go to prison to take action against people, that's you like showing your love.
yep,
And I know that's a very easy thing for me to say because I'm not in that position, because I have freedom. But for those where it might take that, I know there's people out there that are willing to do that right now. They're going to prison by protesting, from protesting. And to me, that's love in action, because it needs to go as far as it needs to go to
yep,
protect others. And it looks very different, like what you're saying. And I understand you, and you have every right to feel, and to feel how you feel about the situation. And that's what's so heartbreaking to me, about those bonds and those ties and those relationships and things being so broken, and being so traumatized for we don't know how long. So again, I'm sorry. I'm sorry this is happening. I'm
well,
sorry about every impact that this is happening, that this is having, and it shouldn't be happening.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, it's happening, and I strongly believe that afterwards our Ukrainian nation will be stronger and will, you know, will separate completely and will be independent from Russia. And I'm pretty sure we will join the European Union, and we will be stronger, and in the future it will be better for us and for our country. Of course, we will pay like a huge price for this, like a huge one. And I think Russia right now is just slightly, but not even slightly, but quite fast going to some shit. And the situation. No, they have no Instagram since today. No, no freedom of voice, and they have no. They cannot buy dollars. It's forbidden for now to buy dollars or euro in Russia, and so they're going back to, I don't know, to centuries, back.
Yeah. Yeah.
So maybe they have to do it to understand and to stand, to stand and fight for their rights, and and finally say something, and finally stop being slaves, and finally, I don't know, do something about it, and finally stop, I don't know, take some brainwash from their TV sets, and well, that's it.
Ukraine is a beautiful country, is a strong country, is a resilient country. Ukraine will stand. I believe in Ukraine. We believe in Ukraine. And again, we'll continue to support in any way we can, Alona. And again, I'm so sorry that this is happening. And I know I speak for so many people that are in America and that are just all over the world, as we've seen the amazing mobilization for Ukraine and on behalf of Ukraine. And may Ukraine continue to stand and come out stronger. And I believe in the Ukrainian people and the Ukrainian spirit, because it's beautiful and it's always been so good to me. So, okay. Thank you, Alona.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
All of my love, honey. Thank you.
Thank you so much. See you soon.
See you soon. We'll talk soon.
Okay. Ciao, ciao.
Bye, honey.